The Blackwood Football Stadium, sitting just on the outskirts of London, was majestic by day, but at night it was a desolate wasteland. It was back in 1980. Arthur, the new night watchman, was on his rounds. It was 2 a.m. and a thick, heavy fog had swallowed the entire field. Arthur stepped out of the maintenance tunnel, clicking on his flashlight. He paused. He swore he heard his name whispered from the dark. He swept the beam across the VIP section. Nothing but rows of empty, cold blue seats. Shaking it off as nerves, he walked out onto the grass to check the field. That's when his light hit the center circle. There was a ball sitting there, but not a modern one. It was heavy, dark, vintage leather, the kind they used 50 years ago. Arthur was confused. The field had been cleared hours ago. He walked over to grab it, but when he was just 10 feet away, the ball moved. There was no wind, no breeze, but the ball rolled slowly, deliberately, straight toward the goalpost. Arthur froze. The atmosphere shifted. It wasn't just quiet anymore. It felt pressurized. If you listened closely, it sounded like thousands of invisible people holding their breath, waiting for a penalty kick. Suddenly, screech! A referee's whistle pierced the silence. There was no ref, no players, but the net rippled violently as if it had just been struck by a goal. And immediately after, the deafening roar of a crowd erupted from the stands, cheering, clapping, screaming. Arthur shined his flashlight frantically around the stadium. It was completely empty. Arthur bolted that night and never went back to that job. They say on foggy nights at Blackwood, that old game is still being played, watched by no one living. Do you believe that energy lingers in old places long after the people are gone? If this story gave you the chills, hit that subscribe/follow button right now and tell me in the comments, would you spend a night alone in a stadium for $1 million?